it. And off we go from Tampa. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Black 20.
25. Set the turtle defense.
Black.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Funchess. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Funchess has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
Here we go.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays. And
he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 at their 35-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Ready. Black 25.
Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run.
Jameis to throw it. He completes it to Evans. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Brings up second and 2 at the
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. about 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got one. It's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he gets it to Funchess complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Mike 51. On
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now on 2nd and 16, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
24's on the move. 24's on the move.
Following the interception, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 44 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special Went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go, go, go. 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way out to the 46. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready. Black 25.
Wait. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston now from the 50. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
90 is a mic. You're trapped.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
It's outfield. Hey, it's all right. Check 4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Dobbs to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dobbs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
Now Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, he would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Dobbs looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Well, he's going to go for it all. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not... be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ben to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Staying on his feet. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
26 Mike.
First down, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Winston's pass complete to Chris Godwin. Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Devin Funchess, 53 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded at the 2. Oh, he shifts past him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Winston. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd and 4.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Ready? Like 80.
Now Roethlisberger going with the option, right side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 11. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during?
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Complete to Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12. And the Steelers first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Stop! 230.
54. Let's go, D.
Jack 16. Black and turn.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Devin Funchess ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 31, Buccaneers 28.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
2nd and 16 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. Wait. Let me go.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady.
Watching your five. Watch the pass.
Let me go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And an alley to run. 30. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
180.
Mike, 45. We go.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st down, Steelers.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Jack 16.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He finds his tight end, Gentry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Winston from the gun on third down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A former first-round pick of the Bucs, Mark Barron, came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the...
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check 44. Hey, check move. 54. Take both of them. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Snickers. 66.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger will throw. It's caught by Funchess. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Funchess has it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Ready? 180. Let's go.
50-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to get it with Snell. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At the 50-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Oh, yeah.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He finds his man. It's Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Get him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Wait. Check right. Watching your guy. Watch the slant. Easy. Watch the slant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.